Hi, Capricorns. If you'd like to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. I'm going to admit right now, you're going to be my guinea pig. See if I can make this work. So, a little something extra special today. We are going to create your ink blot with you here now. You're going to see your ink blot being born. We're going to scry it for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. We'll add on tarot and oracle, of course. And where Mr. Paranormal Plasma here is, we have Ghost Tube kicking for any audio additions
Zachary.
that may further inspire or irritate. Overall, please do receive or release freely. Capricorns, we're going to do it all in one big swoosh, including the flip. But there may be, that flip portion may be an extended. I'm not sure. But thank you. Thank you for being here, for playing with me, and may you meet a message with meaning. Let's go. All right.
Shiver.
Shivers. All right, Cappies. So if you're not used to me by now, I do everything in the name of muses. So we're not looking to make any sort of masterpiece, but we are looking to create a mirror for us to play in, for us to scry, for us to see, sense, and feel any shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. There are timestamps as well if you're like, yeah, I don't need to see this. I don't need to know how the sausage is made. I feel you, and I respect that, so you do you. But otherwise, if you're here with me, taking a nice deep breath, releasing any expectations is also very important. Centering in to your own energy, using that as a grounding space, and then wandering out to the collective.
Don't.
Beautiful. Or maybe you don't want to do that. Whatever feels good to you. I'm not concerned. None of my business. That's a none is. So when you're ready, Cappies, close the eyes. I'm going to fold this for the crease of creation. Close the eyes. Take a nice cleansing breath, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor and aura of the Capricorn Collective. Thank you for being here, and may you meet a message with meaning. When you are ready, Caps, there you go. I'm going to give you a moment to scribe for yourself as I put my inks away so I don't spill, because the spillage is real here. The mess maker is what I am. You know the drill as well. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below. Keep to oneself. All is good. All choices are correct. But I do appreciate any interactions with the channel, an emoji, a this or that. All right. Okay, Scry Sesh officially started. So I'm seeing some sort of something in the shoulders. The brunt in the shoulders. Am I holding something in the shoulders? Something's in the shoulders right now. Something's in this space. It's as though, if I may, there is a shawl of a higher self spirit in and around the shoulder space. I'm deciding what I'm going to shrug off. I'm deciding if I'm going to accept this soft shawl around the shoulders. You know what it reminds me of? It's almost like one of those like therapeutic bags with like the lavender or flax seeds in them, and you can microwave them or this or that. That's what it's feeling like, but it's a little bit more luxurious in size and scope. And it's like a weighted blanket. Like the pressure is allowing me or offering me something to like lift up a little bit and go, oh, that feels nice. Like in yoga, we put sandbags on our shoulders to enhance a lift or to entice a lift. Something is wanting to be invoked, whether it's out of the throat or it's just simply like around this area of the shoulders. Also, there's something about like rolling back the shoulders, Cappies, that is making me feel like I'm just going, yeah, okay, right there. There it is. There is. See, now it's all wet, so I can't touch it, but that's okay. Right in about here, there is an energy. I'm trying to decide what shape it is. It's riding on the back of, it's almost like a baby dragon kind of feel. It's very, very tiny. I'm not sure if the scrycle will, there it is right there.
Christine.
And it's in my ear. Something also about a black butterfly. This whisper from like this baby, it's almost like, there's like a magician that rides a dragon that is on my shoulders, whispering in my ear, and I'm deciding if it's soothing, therapeutic, triggering, which could lead me somewhere else, or if it's something I need to let go of. But it's these little whispers. Capricorn, Capricorn. This isn't in like the angel devil feel. This just feels like higher self speaking to my earthly self through this, the cone. Some you might have cone of silence of something, whatever channel that is. And you know me, whether it's personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic, those are yours. I get to scry and I get to have your adventures with you, sharing what I see, sense, and feel. So thank you. There's a gentleman's face in here. He is in spirit. Okay, something about sleeping. I feel like I'm dreaming of a dad. If you have a dad in spirit, or if somebody around you has a father in spirit, I feel like they might be communicating with you as well. There's some tired eyes in here, and this is kind of like that sleep space. There's also, okay, is there a little bit of worry? Am I being a worrywart? Okay, now I have tension in the shoulders. But look at all this light up here. This is all very deep shades of black and purple. Here, okay, so I'm very sea goat here. Very sea goat. Earth and water, earth and water. Oh, I feel like I'm in a time travel like portal or something like that.
Window.
You know when you pull the plug out of a sink that's full, or a bathtub, and you see the little, like the water rhythm? Whoosh, that's what I'm seeing there, and I feel like it takes me somewhere. Or I get it. By watching that moment, I get it. Maybe whatever I've infused in this water, or the sink. You've done the dishes, the water's dirty, you pull the plug, and it releases, and the cleansing is complete. The cleansing is complete. When I say that, and I'll bring this back up, sorry, so you can see it. I don't mean to be a hog. Cleansing is complete. Okay, so now this is why I'm kind of feeling, whatever respect this may be in, I am kind of pampering myself a little bit, like undoing the stress or the detox from that. Like I've had the bath, I've had the cleansing, or washed your hands of something, wash my hands of something. And now I want to wander into like, what do you do after? Like the aftercare. Some of you also might have had like some form of surgery or psychic surgery. Because in here, in this gray cloud, there is, I don't know if it's a troll or a porcupine, but it's of light and it's coming into that space. It's dropping in a piece. It's almost, kind of makes me feel like soul retrieval a little bit, or a piece of something I've always wanted. Okay, there's also something about the fae or the fairies or the gnomes or something along that lines, living in like this, boop, just off to the side. Just off to the side there. Okay, so this, I'm going to call a different magician, but I think this is you, Cappy. This is our energy because I'm also a Cappy, Cap Sag Cusp, so I love it. The Green Heart Dragon. Okay, I feel very tired again. It's like having that bath, that warm bath, and now I'm super, I don't want to say super tired. It actually, I feel like I'm relaxed. And I'm going to have a warm bath and go to bed. I'm not going to have a nice warm bath and then go haul ass. It is stepping into a slumber, sleep, softening. These are kind of bringing me into the space that, like, I'm seeing maybe it's kind of like it's a dragonfly-esque in the fact that their wings are moving so fast,
Imbecile,
I can barely see them. And maybe that's relatable. You've been moving so fast you can't even see your progress or the waves that you're making. Because now I'm wandering into the butterfly effect and I'm back into the black butterfly.
apologize,
I'm sorry, so sorry that I was such a fool. You know how they say a moth to a flame? This is a flame to a moth. The light to the moth. Man, this is fast. When I go in here, I get a little like almost nauseated because it's so fast. Okay. Let's add on some Tarot and Oracle on this side anyway. Thank you guys so much for being here if you're still with me. I'm just going to set you up there and we'll start adding on some Tarot and Oracle and see if anything stands out with a perspective change. Capricorn, thank you so much for being my guinea pig. Let me know if you enjoy seeing the ink blot being born, if it adds.
invisible,
just let me know. Man, those things. Okay, it's a platypus. Platypus might have some sort of symbology for somebody. That I was such a fool. So remember in the beginning I was talking about like something being up here. And I know I went into higher self link because that's where I was led to go. And initially what I wanted to say, I was holding on to some sort of anger. Now I wasn't really sure because then when I came into, but now I'm sure with the Fool here. Because the way it made me feel, I'll be honest with you, is that I felt the anger, but I was rejecting it. I was like, no, I'm not angry. But I'm like, and it doesn't have to be anger in the way we traditionally say. It's like the fire, the heat. And then that's when it brought me into like the ice pack of that, you know, whatever the heck they're called. And it's like an ice pack or a heat pack and knowing what to apply.
Help.
But really, I feel like you are receiving help. Thank you. From the higher self. From the higher self, you are receiving help. Yeah. I feel like you're debating. We have here the Six of Wands, if that card means anything to you. This is that father figure or dominant masculine energy. Up here. It's coming through the dream state or somebody around you. It is a predominantly masculine energy stepping forward, male expressed. Seeing a blowfish. Four of Swords. See, they're sleeping. This person's sleeping. Just like that story up there that we were talking about and seeing. And then even if I go in here, it's like I'm sleepwalking. So it's not sleep paralysis. There's something happening. Maybe it's in the subconscious. Maybe it's I'm not saying. Cone of silence. Thank you. Can we just put you up here for a little bit? What am I not saying? I'm going to be honest. I'm not even concerned about what I'm not saying to other people, right? Okay, well, what is it that you're not saying to your boss or to this, that, or the other? What am I not admitting? What am I rejecting? And if I'm rejecting it, if I make Cappies, because this could be collective energy, this could be individual. I'm never really sure, as they are interconnected. Because this could be what's happening in the news. This could be what you're hearing at school. This could be what's happening at your job.
Danger.
And you're like, what is going on? I feel like I'm viewing everyone and everything sleepwalking by these figures and the fear mongering, if I'm being dramatic. But that's how somebody might absorb it. And it could get you all shrugged up and shoulder pated. Maybe you're okay, even in there, relaxation, exhausted, meditation. This is what needs to be featured in the Fool. By allowing this to, so I apologize, by allowing this to happen comes in the Star. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to figure out the best camera angles to share with you, but without being startling. See all this water and this green right there. And interestingly enough, in your artistry, orange wasn't stepped forward to be predominant because it's going to continue the cycle of fertility. She came to Earth driven by an insatiable desire to continue the cycle of fertility. There's a show that's also coming to mind. It's called The Gift. I'm seeing Yogi Bear talking to this little ET-esque kind of creature. This feels like the higher self talking to a shadow,
Crying.
like this conversation here. And they're exchanging something. Is there crying going on? What's going on? You said crying. The Three of Swords. Okay, so crying in the heart. Okay, we'll continue on. Heartbreak, pain and sorrow, grief and anguish. So some of you Cappies might be grieving something quite specifically. And I'm seeing a moving and a walking away over here. This might even be the person, if there's somebody or something that has happened, left, lost, whatever the case may be, has left. Eight of Pentacles. Too many voices in my head. There's too many voices in my head. And it's bringing me into that song by the Cranberries. What's in your head? Don't be ridiculous. That's too many. My goodness. In your head. Zombie. Zombie. Yeah. I feel like, Cappies, you are stepping out of some sort of zombified space of the mind or of the heart. Maybe you're starting to come out of grief. Not that it's ever really gone, but you know what I'm saying? This self-inflicted suffering. I'm releasing the shrug of it. I'm rolling my shoulders back. Enough is enough. This is not mine. Or I'm choosing to not carry it anymore. You're like, you know what? I'm really going to release this. I come back to the bathtub and I see everything go down really, really quickly. Okay, again, way too many, but I will take them just because you keep coming up. So we have here, what is it? The Four of Wands.
Don't come in.
Reunited and reconciled? Question mark. Does the monster comes home? The monster seems to come home and then I'm shocked. It keeps leading me through this cycle. Can I see something else here? The Ace of Swords. I feel like, Cappies, wherever you might be, in whatever in one hand, I feel like I'm going to stop watching the news because it's the same thing. It's the same handshake being held to me. This is the example. The same. I know what I'm being set up for. I'm also seeing a manatee in here. The manatee might mean something
Candle.
to you. But if I recall, it is, for me, it's like the sea cow. And they are so calm. They are so calm. I feel like there's a part of you that's untouchable right now for whatever reason. Maybe this is to someone or something. Like you're unreachable. Seeing tulips. And then you also have here strength. What feeds the beast? On the bottom, we have here Wheel of Fortune. Pick a fate, any fate. I feel like somebody's coming towards you that wants to, I don't know, have fate with you. Like, I feel like that's a weird way of saying it. But they might want to have fate with you. But you also have the world.
Sorry.
No need to apologize. For me, I just gotta say, it feels like that there's some sort of ending to this handshake. I'm not going to take the job. I'm not going to, whatever the case is, sign something. I'm not proceeding. I'm not proceeding on another rabbit hole. And I'm just going to acknowledge if somebody is passed and there's fear associated with that, in whatever stage and degree of grief one might be in. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Because it's like all these degrees of fear. What is that gambling game? I don't know. Red squares, green squares, whatever. Black squares, I don't know. This is also reminding me of Big Brother. Capricorns, you've got some stuff going on here. Judgment and the Hermit that you have been illuminated to. And I think this is why I feel, see, my nose is getting all itchy. You know what's just funny? I had a dream about my nose itching all night. It was wild. Like I rubbed off my nose because there was just so much spirit tickling going on. Okay. It makes me feel you're not looking to tame the lion that's roaring at you. You are the lion. Someone or something is trying to approach you.
Heaven.
Aside from Big Brother, could be spirit in the sky. Some sort of spirit. Maybe it's your nightmares. Maybe it's your dreams. Not really sure what it is. It's none of my business. For some of you, I'm also seeing a lot of, I don't know how to say it. Give me a moment. Observation. Eyes are on you. Because whatever you've been pouring into is your tree of life. And other people have tried to come in. And when I say people, I'm not looking for a blame game. I'm not saying this, that, or the other. It could be parts of my psychology. It could be the naysayers. It doesn't have to be people, because I'm not looking for a blame person. What I'm simply coming to terms with is sovereignty is spicy. Sovereignty is spicy. Which degree in the Wheel of Fortune and Fate? As people make their judgments, people, places, or things. And as much as I keep saying I'm not blaming other people, but I am aware of what keeps stepping forward towards me. What is on the TV? What is in the music? I don't know. What is in the food? Pick anything, and I don't mean to sound conspiratorial about it either. That's not my intention. I just feel very aware and awake, but that can be overstimulating, so it makes me want to shut down a little bit. Okay, I'm overwhelmed. I'm going to shut down. That is self-care within the sovereignty space. And it's like with the black butterfly and the moth to a flame and the flame to a moth, like this cycle, right? And you came here to help do something, to fertilize something. And it's something about a tree of life, your life. But it's like your life is part of it. Is it? Something along that lines. I'm not sure. Speaking of tree, let's get you a tree and then we're going to flip it.
Open.
This is where I'm not sure. Do I flip it and we keep going? Or do I put it out as an extended? The questions, Cappy. I think I'm going to continue on with you guys. But we'll see how that lands with everyone else. Sorry. Oh, interesting. The quince tree. Fruitfulness. Seeds that hold their ground today bear the fruits of present and future happiness. More orange. And interestingly enough, the quince also becomes very green as well. I only know because my neighbor has quince trees. And it's also a very sacred fruit, if I recall. Capricorns, I think I lied. I think I might be cutting this off. And then if you want to watch the extended, the flip, there'll be a link below in the description and or the comment section. Sorry, bear with me as I'm trying to learn. Like I said, you guys are my guineas. Balance. This is the self-care. The spicy of sovereignty. Forget it, forget it. Okay, so see in this forget T, there's no I. Forget it. Add the I in there. Because it's actually at the bar of this.
I want one.
Is the top of the T. You're heading to the top of your game. And that means settling into something and releasing something as well. Capricorns. Thank you. The mystic. There's that black butterfly or the moth. The mythic moth. And all that orange again. This is what's coming out of all of this. This is almost like work and effort.
Goodbye.
Cappies. Goodbye. Thank you so much for being here. This almost makes me feel like I am literally in the cocoon and I'm cocooning. I'm in the bath. I'm underwater, so I can't hear anything. Like, what are those? Like the sensory deprivation. My superhero day. Superhero days? Something about superhero days. I'm also seeing specifically a Chinese dragon in there. And I'm going to do an ASMR of this as well, Cappy. So if at some point in time, or I'll link it at the end there as well. Breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, and excellent mental health. This is what I am choosing.
38.
When I'm saying, or when it says bad habits, what it actually makes me feel like is the bad habits of what I not what I observe, what I decide to have invade my mental health, my mental wellness. I can't blame the TV for the news or the show that I don't like. I'm in charge of changing the channel. There's something about bursting through some sort of fears here as well.
Come here.
I feel like at some point in time, I forgot about the fruitfulness of my own frequencies. How fruitful I am, you are. I feel like at some point in time, I forgot it. Something about taking the garbage out. And And I'm seeing it like a Glad tie bag. I don't know if somebody was like ruffling through your garbage, like a little garbage goblin. I don't mean literally, but it kind of has that vibe of somebody rustling through. Like as you're taking the garbage out, somebody's kind of like going through like your leftovers, like you're in their spirit of fruitfulness. It's like your apple cores and stuff, or your, okay, so funny. So it's like I would, like toenail clippings, or I don't mean to be gross about it, but like spell work kind of stuff. And it makes me laugh because, I'm just being human, like clipping nails and stuff. And my husband would be like, oh, okay, excuse me, I got to get to the garbage. And I'll be like, no, I want to use those for later for a spell. He's just like, you're ridiculous. All right. Your angel number to close out here of this side of the scry is 2, I am intuitive, or 11. You have keen awareness of what is happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift and will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and supporter. See, you're picking up on things in this space of balance at the top of the T. TV, television, time, call it whatever you will, where you spend your time, what you want. You are noticing. That's why I say it feels conspiratorial, but you're just observant. But I don't feel like I need to be uber observant or get constipated over that, because I feel like that's also a block that can be, for those, you keep watching even though you don't like it. Just stop watching. Like come back into control. Into the mystic. Cappies, I'm going to leave it here. If you want to come with me and wander into I'm going to call it the extended, but it's really the flip. I'm going to put the link below if you want to give and get a gift and show some support. And otherwise, I will see you again soon. Thank you so much for scrying with me. Bless you. Bye.